Hey guys, what's up? Today is day 3 of the last 30 days in the cave. Got Z-Dog here, you, and Brandon, crushing it. And today's video is actually going to be on a topic that's really popping up a lot for me, for my health coaching clients, a lot of people that I'm working with, friends or friends of family, friends and family. And this whole topic is adrenal fatigue. And adrenal fatigue, if you may or may not know what it is, it's kind of like burnout, right? If you keep going and going and going, eventually our resource, our energy and our minerals and our vitality will deplete, and our adrenal glands will deplete, and our body's functions just kind of burn out, right? Like a car, if you're putting one foot on the accelerator and one foot on the brake and you're just flaring the engine, eventually the car's going to blow up or like break down, right? And that's what we're doing in society. For me personally, I've had adrenal fatigue where I would be so tired because I'd stay up late, get up early. I was relying on coffee all the time. I was eating sugar and lots of carbs. And I was just so super stressed, and I'd even fall asleep driving sometimes and have to wake myself up with more coffee. I was craving everything I could eat. I wasn't sleeping very well. I had like insomnia. I felt really anxious and overwhelmed all the time. And so, I thought about, this is something that needed to shift. This is many, many years ago. And I was like, I'm gonna figure this out. And through good nutrition, through rest, through better habits, through what I'm gonna share with you now, my 10 steps for reducing burnout and reducing fatigue, I've been able to recoup my energy. I've been able to repair my inner vitality and my energy to a point where, I'm sleeping great. I don't have cravings. I'm feeling good. I'm not stressed. I never fall asleep driving, all those different things. So if you're out there wanting to boost your energy and maintain your energy and your passion and your drive, whether you're an entrepreneur or someone, or even with your relationship, you're wanting to boost your energy, these are 10 tips that can help you manage that and keep it sustainable for the next 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 years. I did a post this morning on, being able to be fit and healthy. If we want to keep up with the oldies at the gym, I was at Bondi Beach today, and there was all these not lots of old people, but a few older people, and they were smashing out pull-ups and sit-ups and dips and like doing runs and squats and handstands. And that's inspiring to me, seeing people in the older years doing this stuff and hanging out and having lots of fun. And I'm sure that's going to be me when I'm, 60, 70, 80, 100 years old. We're going to be down at the park doing handstands and dips and showing the young guys and girls what's up, how to do this stuff. And so that doesn't just happen by accident. That's about consistency, habits, routine, and doing it in a fun way so that you're going to stay consistent with it. So they're doing it as a community. So that's something I want to share with you guys, but another time. But now is just like, what are 10 steps on boosting your energy and reducing fatigue and burnout? So number 1 is to put yourself first, right? So a lot of people who are go, 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 this is something that I've been working with for many, many, many years, is giving more than I'm receiving. And I'm giving, and I'm putting all my energy into other people, and I'm not giving to myself. So step number 1 is to decide to put you first. Number 2 is getting structure and order. So structure and order could be, I recommend starting a morning routine and evening routine, choosing 3 to 5 things that you do in the morning to build momentum and create energy throughout the day. And then 3 to 5 things in the evening that are relaxing, calming, soothing, to bring you into a relaxed state so you can get to bed before 10 p.m. is ideal. And so a couple of things in the morning you could do: goal setting, gratitudes, listening to something that's motivational or informative. You could do exercise. You could do meditation. Some of those types of things are good to get into momentum. Things at nighttime could be a warm bath, stretching, meditation, yoga. Goal setting for the next day is really good at nighttime too. Reading, things like that to wind down. So that's step number 2, is creating structure and order. Number 3 is really important, that before 8 a.m., if you want to have a good night's sleep, it's important to get sunlight on your face before 8 a.m. So we are designed to live outside and be in nature. And so if we're confined in our room all day without having sunlight on our face, it can slow down or kind of jeopardize our circadian rhythms at nighttime. So it's important to, in the morning, get sunlight on your face, as well as putting your feet on the earth, going for a swim in the ocean, sitting on a rock, laying on the grass, getting connected to nature. All those negative ions are really soothing and relaxing to our body. So that's number 3. Number 4 is figuring out whether you're a night owl or if you're a morning person. So if you're a morning person, be aware that in the morning you're going to have your highest level of energy, focus, and kind of alertness. So if you're a morning person, utilize that. Make sure you're most effective in the morning, and go to bed, early. If you're an evening type person, a night owl, just sleep in longer in the morning and be efficient at nighttime, but do things to manage that. So whether you're a morning person or evening person, make sure you're sleeping and still getting 7 to 9 hours. They say the people who live the longest on the earth are those who sleep the most. And it's not just about sleeping the longest, it's about the quality of sleep as well. So it's quality sleep. Number 5 is reducing your stress triggers. For me, I know that driving can be a stress trigger. I know that in the past, working, certain people in the office were stress triggers, maybe my boss, or people on social media that cause you stress, or whatever your stress triggers are. Figure those out, write them down, become aware of them, do some journaling and figure them out, and just reduce them, stay away from them, or buffer yourself or prepare yourself before you know that you're going to go into a situation that's going to cause stress and cortisol and adrenaline to boost in your body. And so that's really important. Reduce your stress triggers. Number 6 is deliberate breaks. And actually yesterday, I don't like the word break. It's not a very positive affirmation, so I'm going to call them recharges. So deliberate recharge breaks, if you want to call them deliberate breaks. So being deliberate when you do have this recharge, where just turn your phone off, leave the office, go somewhere different, get some fresh air, go outside, and make sure that you're not on technology. Like, I know I've done this many times where I'll have lunch and I'll sit on my phone. I'm having lunch and I'm watching a movie, or I'm at the gym and I'm reading a book at the same time. So there's balancing, making sure you do deliberate breaks to make sure you're on track with just making the most of that time. Number 7 is gratitude. And a lot of people that I work with, they're complaining, blaming, and justifying why their life is how it is. And we all have these stories and problems. And I would challenge every single one of you to, for the next 30 days, not complain, not justify, and not blame. I'd challenge you, it will change your entire life. Not complaining, not justifying, and not blaming. Those 3. And so within that, adding in gratitude every single day. Maybe if you haven't started a gratitude practice, I recommend writing out 10 to 20 gratitudes every single morning, and also before bed. If you have been doing gratitude for quite some time and you feel like you're a bit stuck with it, like, write out 50 to 100 gratitudes every single morning and evening to boost your level of gratitude. It's a gift that we're alive, and if we're not seeing that every day, it's unfortunate. So I highly recommend getting into a gratitude practice and reducing blame, justifying, and complaining. Number 8 is self-care. One of my challenges this year is to have a massage every month. Oh no, hang on, every week, every 10 days. I meant every 7 days. So every week, having a massage or a float tank or meditation, or doing something every week that's you time, structuring in rest and relaxation. And our body holds on to a lot of trauma and stress and stuff like that, shoulders or lower back or hips or neck or wherever it is, left ear, wherever you get your tension, everyone has a different spot. So making sure that you massage that out of your body, it's really important. And if you really want to rejuvenate your inner vitality and strength and energy, it's about ironing out all the kinks in our body. Yeah, my friend, actually, this is a really cool story. My friend has had allergies, he's had problems with his organs and liver and digestion and psoriasis and all these skin conditions. So he went to this chiropractor that he was recommended to, and he doesn't believe in chiropractors, but went to this particular one, and she helped him within an hour and a half session restructure his skeletal system, his skeleton, And within a couple of days, or like instantly, his allergies disappeared. Within a couple of weeks, his skin conditions disappeared. All the problems with his liver and organs and stuff like that disappeared. He wasn't as angry anymore either, because the structure of his bone on his skeleton was actually putting pressure on certain organs and meridians and energy centers throughout the body. That was then putting his whole system out. So we could have this health condition that we're kind of facing right now, but if we look deeper, it could be a skeletal problem, and going to the right practitioner, whether it's a masseuse or chiropractor or physio or osteo or whatever your preference is, that would be a great way to realign your body. So that's number 8. Anyway, reading off the list. 9 is removing alcohol, sugar, and coffee out of your diet. So alcohol, these are challenges. These are man-made addictions: sugar, alcohol, and coffee. Right? So alcohol, it's just really bad for digestion. It's more of a load for our liver to process. And now and again, I still drink. I still have a good time, and let loose or whatever. But it's deliberate, and I'm making sure I'm having maybe vodka and soda and lime, or tequila and soda and lime, because it's low GI and stuff like that. I'm not having it with sugary drinks or having beer and stuff like that. So alcohol, reducing that out of your life is a massive game changer if you really want to push through your energy. Coffee artificially stimulates our brain up during the day, but then stops us from getting into that reparative sleep at nighttime. So if you want to sleep and repair, sleep is the most important part of the day. And if you want to have a good night's sleep, it's challenging to have the best night's sleep with coffee. If you just Google, does coffee reduce blood flow to the brain? You'll see all the articles and how it all reduces blood flow to the brain. So I value my brain, circulation is important, and having coffee can reduce the blood flow to the brain, and that's going to obviously affect everything. Sugar spikes our insulin up, and what goes up must come down. So as soon as you're eating sugar and lots of processed foods, it's putting our body into this up and down, up and down, up and down, bipolar, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and kind of excitement, depression, excitement, depression, excitement, depression. So over time, that can cause burnout of our adrenal glands, as well as the coffee and the alcohol. So reducing sugar and having a more whole food diet. Obviously, I'm a health coach. If you guys need support, just reach out, and I'm offering a 15-minute health coaching session for anyone who's keen. The message, how to get in contact, is in the description below, or just find me online. And then number 10, if you really want to supercharge your healing process, boost your energy, reduce fatigue long-term, is learning how to cleanse your body from within. The answers aren't outside of you. Dramatic pause. The answers are not outside of you. The answers are within. And what if there was an organ or part of our body that was toxic, that wasn't absorbing the nutrition, that was actually overstimulated or understimulated because of the amount of acidity and toxicity within our body? And so there's chemicals in our environment everywhere. So learning how to digest, cleanse out our body, our liver, our kidneys, our digestive system, our skin, these are all, and our peeing and pooping, they're all ways of getting toxins out of our body. And so there's herbs and minerals and a structure on helping not just detox, but your body's detoxing all the time, but it's helping support a cleansing lifestyle. And that is amazing. Google mucoid plaque if you want to be surprised about what's actually inside of you. Mucoid plaque will blow you away. Also Google the benefits of the liver and benefits of a liver cleanse. And so these are 2 cleanses that I really play around with, or actually take quite seriously, but every time I do them, I feel so much more amazing in my body. So I highly recommend them. So just to go through the 10, decide to put yourself first. Create structure and order with morning and evening routines. Put sunshine and nature and getting outside into your day every single day. Sleeping in, and making sure if you're a night owl or a morning person to structure your sleeping accordingly. Reduce your stress through reducing stress triggers. Just stay away from the things that make you stressed. Deliberate breaks, deliberate recharges, and gratitude. Reducing blaming, justifying, and complaining, and also self-care, structuring in massages or appointments and healing sessions, things like that. Removing alcohol, sugar, and coffee, they're a great start, but there's lots of other tips. If you need some tips, let me know. And lastly, number 10 is finding something that will help cleanse your body out. There's a system, there's an approach. Don't just rush into cleansing your liver. Don't just rush into cleansing your digestive system. There's so much gunk in our body. So I highly recommend Google liver cleansing, mucoid plaque, to really learn that and how it all works. Anyway, that is my video for today, number 3 of the last 30 days here in the Raw Cave, making the most of this space and all the fun, cool vibes. This Sunday is the broth night. If you want to come along, send me a message, but I'll talk to you soon. Bye.